Now here's a film I haven't seen in years. This is The Woman in Black, released in 2012. I remember this was a big, hyped up deal at the time, mainly due to being Daniel Radcliffe's first major outing post Harry Potter, mixed with the public's usual affinity for horrors. The last time I watched this was shortly after it came out fresh on DVD, and I remember liking it. And on this long, overdue rewatch, my feelings are mostly the same actually. Daniel Radcliffe plays Arthur Kipps and does so quite well. A man shrouded in grief, his wife having died during childbirth, and he's still shaken by the trauma of it all, pining for her always and struggling to let go. And by the way, I have to take this chance to say, I respect Radcliffe's untraditional career. The guy was the biggest kid star on the planet, but he chooses to do whatever the hell he wants, going with what's interesting as opposed to what's mainstream, and we've got a few hidden gems as a result. Also, Ciarán Hinds as Sam is a solid supporting hand here too. The need to stay in a haunted house is a classic setup, and Eelmarsh itself is a gothic wonder, glazed with purple walls, puzzlingly shaped shadows, bronze architecture, and dust and cobwebs aplenty. But you wouldn't expect anything less from a Hammer production. Being far out in the middle of nowhere is always a vital element in any movie to elevate the sense of hopelessness and entrapment, and the greatly named road, the Nine Lives Causeway, being flooded by the tide, confirms that. There is rain, fog, and howling winds in abundance. Can't beat good old British weather. Plus there's this veil of death always lingering in the nearby village, which makes it gloomy, sad, and unpleasant. Which is not meant as a negative to be clear, it's an effective positive, and carried strongly by the residents firmly caught up in this child-killing curse. The unnerving atmosphere generated because of this is this film's best quality for sure, and what Jane Goldman and James Watkins excel at most in their writing and direction respectively. Although Arthur having a son, but him not being present, was a wasted obvious opportunity that would have added that extra stake. Well, they do actually, sort of, but I'll save the spoilers. The title Spectre herself gets him some creative spooky spots, and while there is a bunch of bothersome cheap jump scares, one or two actually did get me. Marco Beltram's score is cool and creepy, and then the silence really accentuates the focused, calculated sound and Foley work. The Woman in Black doesn't break the mould, but hooked me in and kept me entertained. The very definition of efficient. I reckon this is even a little underrated. It's worth a revisit if you yourself haven't checked out in a while. And as for the sequel, I can't remember a damn thing, which probably speaks volumes. And I just realised that James Watkins is set to direct Clayface later this year. I wasn't even aware of that fact when I'd selected this, so that's a cute little coincidence. And after watching this again, I'm intrigued to see how he handles that. But we'll wait and see. I'm Jason, and this is Small Movie World. Watching, talking, and loving films.